heiße Jackie. Aber richtig Name ist nicht Jackie, weil mein Name ist zu schwer.
Zu schwer?
Ja.
Zu schwer?
Zu schwer. Und
Sag mal deinen Namen einfach.
Dongyue. Ich komme aus China.
Bist du hier mit deinen Eltern?
Ja.
Und Vater und Mama und Schwester und so?
Ja, meine Mutter und mein Vater und meine 2 Brüder.
Oh. Ihr wohnt hier in Potsdam?
Ja, ich bin in 8. Klasse, aber fast 9.
Ich bin Pascha.
Du kommst aus welchem Land?
Ich komme aus Russland.
Aus Russland. Wie viele Jahre bist du in Deutschland?
In Deutschland? 1 Jahr.
Und wie viel findet ihr Deutschland? Leben in Deutschland?
Gut. Ist interessant, aber Essen ist ein bisschen wie China ist nicht so gut essen, weil in China Essen ist sehr gut.
Und deutsches Essen ist...
Ja, aber egal.
Und du? Wie findest du Leben eher in Deutschland und Russland und Deutschland, wenn du vergleichst das Leben? Wie findest du hier in Deutschland besser als in Russland? Oder?
Na, gleich. Deutschland und Russland hat Plus. Und Russland esse auch gut. Und Deutsche esse nee.
Habt ihr Freunde eher oder Freundinnen?
Ich habe Freunde. Er kommt aus Ukraine und er spricht Deutsch und er ist auch in dieser Klasse. Und ich habe noch einen Freund von Einstein-Gymnasium. Er kommt aus Deutschland. Er kann schon Deutsch sprechen und jeder Samstag ich spiele mit Ole, dieser kommt aus Ukraine und dieser deutsche Tennis. Wir spielen Tennis. Und
findest du das gut?
Ja, das ist gut für Sprechen.
Oh. Und du? Hast du Freunde oder Freundinnen?
Ja, ich habe viele Freunde. Deutsche und Russen. Das ist auch gut.
Und wie findet ihr die Willkommenklasse?
Gut, das ist gut für Deutsch und schön. Viele Ausländer können zusammen sprechen und lernen. Das ist gut für Deutsch lernen.
Das ist Willkommenklasse. Und wie findest du die Willkommenklasse hier bei euch in Leonardo da Vinci Schule?
Jackie, was denkst du?
Ja, ist gut.
Ist gut.
Ja.
Die anderen sind auch Deutschland.
Ja.
Die anderen Mitschüler sind aus Deutschland. Und wie sind sie? Sind sie freundlich oder mit viel Liebe oder sind sie ein bisschen
freundlich?
Immer freundlich?
Ja, aber gut.
Freundlich, aber gut. Das heißt, gibt es ein bisschen Schwierigkeiten, oder? Ja, oder es geht gut?
Es geht gut.
Und die Lehrer?
Lehrer ist gut, auch gut. Frau Zorbau ist gut, aber Frau Wichter ist besser.
Und wie denkt ihr, wie können wir es besser machen in Willkommenklasse oder Willkommenkultur oder?
Willkommensklasse. Wir haben kein Englisch lernen. Okay. Das ist ein wichtig
Zijn.
Ja, zijn.
Das heißt, ihr musstet Englisch auch
Ja.
lernen in der Willkommenklasse.
Ich habe fast ein Jahr Englisch nicht sprechen. Ich habe fast alles vergessen, aber nicht alles. Ich habe Fehler vergessen.
Und was kannst du sagen zu anderen Schule, wo sie haben keine Willkommenklasse? Findest du Willkommenklasse gute?
Ja,
Wie heißt das? Gut. Musstest du, dass die andere Schule dir auch solche Klasse haben sollen, oder? Sag mal. Okay, my names are Thomas Boya Ochieng. I come from Kenya. I've been in Deutschland for about now 5 years. And I work in Potsdam Project House as a refugee Ansprechpartner. That means the refugees can come to Project House to get advice, to get guide, and also we offer some courses which the refugees can participate in. Here we are in Fischneider, that is in Potsdam West, where we have a very luxurious and a beautiful hotel here. I think the hotel is called Zeppelin Hotel. It's a very beautiful hotel, I think you can see it. And just opposite the hotel, we have a proposed refugee home, which is actually the container. It's a container built very nicely in a ground or in a place next to the water police. I think if my cameraman could focus there, you can see the water police station. Just next to the water police station, we have a refugee camp container, which is proposed for the refugees who are coming in a big number into the Brandenburg as a province. Sometimes it's sad to realize that the refugees can be brought into a container like this. I always say that refugees are not criminals and they are not people, they are human beings. And bringing them in a bush, bringing them in a container which is far away from the town. The last train station is down here, is actually the last tram station. And the refugees here are going to stay where there is no neighborhood. There are no neighbors around here. And this is actually, as we can see here, is a very, very lonely place. And next to the police station, which normally gives the refugees fear, pressure, and sometimes gives them even depression of feeling abandoned and feeling neglected, feeling ignored. And that is always bad for the refugees. I would like to invite one of the neighbors here and get to know what the neighbors are saying.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, Erich. I understand you live around here where
Yes.
they want to bring in refugees in 1 month or 2 months.
By the end of May, I think, perhaps earlier. Yes, I am living here in the area, not so far, and in fact I like the area just to walk. But this place, what we are looking on now, for the refugees, that is a little bit weird. It is right besides the water police, right, and it is very isolated.
How do you think they arrived in this decision of bringing refugees too far away from the town, Potsdam town, and just next to police station, water police station?
Yeah, I think there are 2 or 3 reasons, but they are just administrative reasons. One reason is refugees can be protected here with the police. It is, we have the water police right in the next building, and they can really protect people here. So that is certainly one reason. A second reason is we have a little tram station here, so people can come and leave. But all in all, although it is a good place, here we are really isolated. There are no normal neighbors living here. There's just the hotel, there are some sports people. My own house is like 1.5 kilometers from here, so far. So once people are living here, I will really have to walk and to come here and say hello and be very active. It is not just integrated in our neighborhood.
I remember some days ago the neighbors around here in Potsdam West,
Yes.
they made a long line.
Yes.
And the intention, what was really the intention?
It is a very simple...
It was like a protest or
Yes,
a demonstration. What
right,
was it
correct.
about?
That was on the day of the human rights.
Yeah.
That is the 10th of December.
Yeah, today is the 10th of December 2014, and we are all here in the cold, so cold. I'm freezing, and we came here to the CyberLink PowerDirector in Potsdam West. Everybody has come out with the children, the little children, the old people, the young people who come here to demonstrate against this taking human beings to the land, to the containers. They are planning to bring refugees into the containers down here in one street, Menschenkette down here. And that is so bad. It's inhuman, and everybody is against this. And we all support the human rights, and we want the people to stay in right houses, in good houses, in flats. We want the people to stay in flats as the normal people, because no human being is a foreigner in this land, in this earth. Everybody coming from outside, from foreign countries, seeking refugees here should be treated in human way, should be treated like normal Germans, should stay in houses like normal Germans. And that's why we all came here to give support. And I thank all those who came at this particular time. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's so cold here. It's already night. It's already night, and it's so cold, and everybody came out of their houses with their children to support the human rights in their demonstration against the human way of putting human beings in containers just because they are refugees, or in other words, as they say in Deutschland here, Ausländer. We are saying no one is Ausländer and no one is foreigner. Everybody should be treated the same as the other Germans staying in this country. Let's all campaign, let's all shout, let's all demonstrate so that the human beings can be treated equally. Human beings can have equal rights to stay and be peaceful whenever they are staying and feel welcome in Germany. My name is Thomas Ochieng Boya. I work with refugees and I support refugees in Project House Potsdam, Babelsberg. Thank you and welcome to demonstrate with us and show this unity to support human rights.
Wir haben es nicht geschafft, weil leider nicht genug Leute gekommen sind. Aber das ist okay, weil mit dem kann man auch zeigen, wie weit es draußen ist und wie viele Leute das wir eigentlich brauchen würden, um bis nach dahin zu kommen. Also es hätten 4.000 Leute hier sein sollen, es waren sicher über 2.000 Leute am Start, aber es hat nicht gereicht und das zeigt einfach, dass es sehr weit draußen ist, wo diese Menschen hinkommen.
Ja,
aber es sind trotzdem über ganz, ganz viele hunderte Menschen da, die ein Willkommenssymbol setzen. Das ist sehr schön. Ich gehe jetzt den anderen Leuten sagen, dass sie heim
Und warum haben wir alle das gemacht heute?
Warum?
Ja, warum?
Um zu zeigen, wie weit Menschen, die hier fremd sind, von Leuten, die ihnen eigentlich die Stadt zeigen könnte, weggebracht werden. Es gibt keine unmittelbare Nachbarschaft vor Ort.
Ja.
Und wir möchten quasi zeigen, wie weit es draußen ist. Und wir möchten zeigen mit dieser Menschenkette, dass wir gerne die Leute in die Hand nehmen von da hinten, um sie bis zur Innenstadt vorzubringen und ihnen trotzdem zu zeigen und sie willkommen zu heißen.
Ja, okay.
Und dass wir alle Menschen sind, die
Keine
zusammenhalten
Ausländer.
müssen.
Ich habe gesehen, etwas geschrieben, niemand ist ein Ausländer. Oder?
Genau.
Was bedeutet das?
Oh, ich bin auch Ausländerin. Alle sind wir Ausländer. Also,
Ja, alle sind Ausländer.
Wir sind alle,
Ja, genau.
wir sind alle Menschen und wir sind alle Ausländer. Die einen kommen aus Westdeutschland, aus dem ehemaligen. Ein Pass ist einfach ein Glück und ein Zufall,
Ja.
den man bekommt bei der Geburt und mehr leider nicht.
Ja, das heißt, wir sind alle Ausländer.
Wir sind alle Ausländer.
Ja, okay. Dankeschön.
Ja, gerne.
Eine
Schönen
Frage
Tag.
noch. Weißt du, wann diese Unterkünfte da gebaut werden?
Jetzt ist hier voll die Lücke. Nora, warum hast du nicht mitgezogen?
Bist du hier heute? Warum?
Weil meine Mutter es wollte.
Ja?
Weil meine Mutter es wollte.
Deine Mutter wollte. Und warum? Hat sie gesagt, warum? Wow. Mama, sag mal, warum sind wir hier?
Auch als Willkommensgruß und als Zeichen an die Stadt, dass also auch eine Ansiedlung nicht unerwünscht ist, ja, sondern dass wir uns auch freuen. Ja. Hallo.
Danke.
Wie lang ist denn der?
Potsdam stimmt.
Abstand.
Wir gehen einfach weiter.
Erstmal erwartungsvolles Meer haben, damit wir dann auch.
Jetzt müssen wir leider mal die Ampelchen machen.
Ja.
Hallo. Und warum machen wir das heute hier?
Als Zeichen für die Menschenrechte.
Ja. Okay. Yeah, good.
And on that day, the Bürgerinitiative, the local people who are friendly with migrant people coming in, they made a human chain from the center of Potsdam and tried to have this human chain coming up until this place.
Yeah.
So, in order to show how difficult it is, how far it is away, and how difficult it is to integrate into our neighborhood. So, the human chain was something like 3 kilometers long, but it was not long enough to come up to here. It is even farther here. We are here like 5 kilometers from the center of Potsdam.
And what kind of refugees? Refugees with families or refugees who are single, the ones they are intending to bring in a place like this?
I am sure.
Can you bring families in a place like this?
Yeah, this is the intention, I think, that they have here, because we do have schools not too far from here, kindergartens, and also sports places. But as I said, there are normal quarters here, Kiez, Potsdam West, and this Kiez starts like 1 kilometer from here. So one must really be active and overcome the distance, and still then in the evening people are isolated here.
Yeah, intention of the German government, they really want to integrate the foreigners who are coming into the country.
Yes.
Do you think this is a step forward for integration?
No, and we definitely know it, because we have a positive example in Potsdam West with the Heckelkiez. The Heckelkiez, there are apartments. They have been shared with German and with foreign people coming in. There is a big mixture, and people living together very nicely, very friendly. And here we have a situation where there will be only foreigners and alone. So this is the problem.
There will be foreigners and alone in an isolated place next to the police station.
Yes.
And how can you compare, how can you contrast here the container, and here just opposite a beautiful luxurious hotel which I've never even seen in Africa, somewhere in Africa, and the beautiful sea down there.
Yes. This is really the interesting aspect out of it, luxury and poverty, right in 10 meters distance. So this is one of the nicest hotels of Potsdam. It is meant for the conferences of managers, of rich people to come here, and who are able to pay something like 200 euros or so per night. And right in the neighborhood of this absolutely weird luxury place, we then have the containers.
How can you imagine now the rich people sitting on the balcony in this beautiful hotel and looking down at refugees staying in a container? How will they view the refugees?
Yeah, I am curious. This is a very interesting question, because the people coming here, they are just guests. They even do not know that it is in their neighborhood.
Wow.
Yeah. So they will discover it when they are guests, and they want to discover romantic Potsdam. And romantic Potsdam for them starts then with a look on containers. If you put your head on the other side, you can have a romantic look. You can look on the lake, you look on the beautiful shore, and the sportsmen and people doing the rowing and canoeing here. So you could even ignore it. If you are just on the other side of the hotel, you would even not know it. Yeah.
So Mr. Eri, should you say that is some kind of discrimination, that the refugees who are coming into this country, especially now that they are coming in large numbers, are greatly discriminated, and a lot of human rights is violated?
Yeah, one can think about it. I am a neighbor here, as I said, and we want to help. We want to open our minds, and we want to open our quarter and our town. But as you can see here, it is difficult. We will try, we will do, as in Heckelkiez, but it is not easy here. Yeah, so there is sometimes discrimination that you do not want, but it happens with the circumstance. So this is perhaps what I can say about Germans who perhaps try to do something, but it doesn't work out in a positive way.
Thank you, Mr. Erich.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you. I hope the viewers, you can see for yourself where about 300 or more refugees are intended to be brought here in Potsdam West. It's a big war, it's a big fight, but always the question is it really the right thing to do? To bring foreigners into isolation, to bring foreigners where they don't have neighbors, to bring foreigners where they have no one to talk to, especially those who like to learn Dutch. It's fortunate that me personally, as Thomas Mboya Ochieng, I got opportunity to work with Buga Stiftung in Barnim. And here, I am supposed to create, as my duty, to create friendship between the volunteers who actually are Germans who would like to work with refugees. And how do I do that? How do I create friendship with people who are living in luxury now and people who are living in isolation? How will they become friends? They don't see one another, they don't meet, they don't talk. And this, I'm glad that there are lots of German volunteers who like to work with refugees. And when they see such kind of situation, maybe through the volunteers, we'll get this campaign going on and on, so that refugees are brought in the flats where everybody's staying, where the volunteers are also staying. So they are neighbors. They can create friendship. They can create some kind of relationship so that they can be able to do things together. Maybe sports together, maybe music together, maybe anything together. But in such kind of loneliness, isolation, the refugees will get depressed and may not even be able to meet the volunteers who like to work with them. So my request to the government to think again about this kind of situation, to think again about refugees. And for those who are campaigning, this is some kind of motivation to know the reality of this situation. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching.
you.